Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning to one and all. A lovely, beautiful morning, a lovely, beautiful day. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. It's Tuesday, folks. It's Tuesday. And we are still in the month of August, and we trust and hope that you all out there are waking up this morning and being fine and try to take care of yourself and look at things in a very, very positive way. You know how things is tough, things is tight right now with everyone. This pandemic is very serious, folks. This is very, very serious. This is something that is not plain. It's not like a little monkey jumping around or a little dog comes around or a rooster the crow. This is something very, very serious, and we need to look at it that way. I had rundown yesterday, some rundown yesterday, and it's very critical, and we will discuss a little bit on that and other points that we'll be discussing this morning as well, right here on the Sugar City Morning Show. But folks, what we will be doing at this time, we will be linking with Delvi this morning to give us a prayer and of course share a beautiful early Tuesday morning poem to wake up bright and early and be part of this lovely, beautiful morning, this lovely, beautiful day today. But things are not looking too good where we're at. Yeah, things are not looking too good. And if we will go from one point to the next and follow those traces, then we will see and we will understand how serious this thing is and how easy it is to transmit from one person to another. You know, we have been talking about prevention, to wash your hands, wear your mask, and we have been doing that over and over. But I guess that part that needs to be touched haven't touched enough. We have touched it, but not enough, because the transmission, it's like a vehicle, folks. The transmission is what drives you, and the transmission is driving. So we need to look into that to keep ourselves informed, and I'm sure that you all out there might have some more information on that. So we want to ask you all to join in that conversation after we come back after our first break, to join in our conversation so that we can try to see how we can get into those preventative measures. That's right, the preventative measures. So we know how we move, They say they got some snake will bite and some snake will not bite, But people are afraid of all snakes, And then sometime you pass, you might figure one time they go, like if they go in a bush, you might figure that that right there is snake. Then people say they got snake with no poisonous or snake with no bite, but everybody afraid for snake. They got some people with a snake man and snake master, a lot of things, especially when you look at those international one and those geographic channels and Discovery World and things like that. But then at least if you're going into the bush, the snake might be there. Well, folks, it's the same out there right now when it comes to the pandemic, because what happened is it's out there. It's all over us. It's training over us. Sometimes maybe, catch we. Sometimes we dodge it one time. But maybe the next time we don't get away. So we'll be dealing with it. But let's connect with Delvi this morning. Good morning, Delvi.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. How are you today? Okay, we have some connection problem. She might be working out on the road, so I'm sure whenever she gets good service, because they are doing their family workout every day, so I'm sure that as soon as she gets that connection, she will be back with us, folks. Also, Digi has launched a new number, and that number is for fire department, and we'll be sharing that with you. And that number, folks, is a toll-free number as well. So once you have your Digiphone, you don't really have to have credit to call the fire department. And let me see if I have it here so we can share it with you. I want to ask you to share it with others as well. fire come when we least expect, right? So make we look upon it in a way that anytime fire will come, I wanna have to hurry grab weapon, they look for the number. Because it's 990 folks, right? You just have to dial 990 for fire emergency. So once you have your digiphone, you just have to dial 990. You don't have to go look for 302 or 322 or 699 or different numbers. It's only, all you have to do is to dial 990, and that will connect you to the fire department. So if you're in Orange Walk and you do the 990, then it goes to the substation here, same in Corozal, PG, all over the country. All you have to do is to dial 990 using your digiphones. All right. I'm not sure if you work with other provider, but this is what Digi is offering. You know, you dial 990 and you get connected directly to the fire department. Let's check in with the Belize Met Service now for weather business this morning. We check in with the weather business, and from the Belize Met Service, you know, we had a little rain yesterday evening. It was not as much as what we expected. Well, it said yesterday that the weather report that it will be Corozal and PG, but Corozal still give a little taste, still give a little touch. So we will be checking in with the Belize Met Service right here this morning for today's weather forecast, and forecaster is Michael Gentle this morning, and we will see if we can connect with Michael this morning to read out the weather report for you all. So this morning we go to the Belize Met Service, and to forecaster on duty we say good morning.
Good morning. Warm and mostly fair conditions will prevail over most areas. The 24 forecast is for cloudy spells today with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms inland this afternoon, and partly cloudy tonight with isolated showers and isolated thunderstorms. Highs today will reach about 89 Fahrenheit along the coast, 96 Fahrenheit inland, and 85 Fahrenheit up in the hills. Residents, especially those inland, are advised to stay hydrated and avoid direct sunlight as much as possible. Low temperatures tonight will be around 81 Fahrenheit over the coast, 74 Fahrenheit inland, and 68 Fahrenheit up in the hills. Winds will be from the east at 5 to 15 knots, and sea conditions will be slight. A low tide will occur at 18 minutes to 10 this morning, and a high tide occurs at 10 minutes to 4 this evening. The moon will rise at 5 minutes after midday, and the sun will set at 11 minutes after 6. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for a few showers and thunderstorms, mostly over southern and inland areas. At 6 o'clock this morning, Tropical Storm Laura was centered near latitude 23.4 north, longitude 86.4 west, or about 145 miles in Cuba. Laura was moving to the west-northwest at 17 miles per hour, with maximum sustained winds of 70 miles per hour. Elsewhere in the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, and Gulf of Mexico, tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 48 hours. That concludes this morning's weather report and forecast from the National Meteorological Service.
Thank you very much, forecaster on duty. So we are listening there that we might be having some rains inland today, and there is that advisory out there for persons living inland are advised to stay hydrated and avoid direct sunlight, you know, when the sun is shining, because we will be at 96 degrees today. And we'll be having some cloudless spells with few showers and isolated thunderstorms inland this afternoon. So we should be having some rain this afternoon in this area, but we will look out for that and see what that will bring. We have lots of missed call here from Delvey, and we're trying to connect with her because we get our poem on Tuesday, and let's try this one. So remember, folks, to get your digiphone and dial the 990, and that will link you to the fire department. Also your modem, if you have that modem, that the first modems that Digi brought out, and you have it at home, you can take it into any Digi office countrywide, and you will get $75 credit. That's right, folks, $75 of Digi credit on your phone immediately. Just take it into any Digi office countrywide and you will get $75 credit. So folks, what we'll be doing at this time, it's 14 minutes after 7. 40 minutes after 7, we'll be taking our first break of the morning, and we'll be right back after these messages right here on North Television Channel 10.
Saltar la frontera es ilegal y coloca a toda la nación en riesgo. Nuestros vecinos, Guatemala y México, han experimentado un rápido incremento de casos de contagio de COVID-19 y hay más muertes cada día. Personas entrando a Belice ilegalmente, viniendo de esos países con múltiples casos, no les están haciendo las pruebas de COVID-19. Es por eso que es importante reportar a cualquiera que entre ilegalmente a Belice, llamando a nuestras líneas directas. Para Smart, marque 0800-586-7377, 0800-267-3377 y para Digi marque 0800-728-3293. Tolerar o participar en entrar ilegalmente es ponerte a ti, a tu familia y a todo tu país en riesgo. Recuerda, cualquiera que sea arrestado deberá pagar una multa de hasta 5,000 y o prisión por 2 años. Detén el salto de fronteras hoy. Este mensaje es presentado por el Departamento de Policía de Belice y el Banco de Belice.
Since 2014, Honorable Eludio Aragon has been quietly and consistently assisting deserving residents of Orange Walk East through a pantry program that he put together using personal resources and also with the support of generous business persons. It started with the distribution of 100 packages per month and has now doubled to 200 packages per month. The packages comprise of rice, beans, flour, and sugar, which are staples in any household and a great help to the recipients. During the state of emergency in the month of April, Honorable Aragon also prepared and delivered 3,000 food hampers to residents of Orange Walk East. In the first instance, 1,500 parcels were delivered, followed by 1,500 more 2 weeks later. This was done because Mr. Aragon was aware of the hardships some of the area residents were going through due to the COVID curfew. This is a man who cares. Honorable Eludio Aragon Jr., with you always.
Boy, I'm late again. What? Daning day yet? No time to sleep then.
Ugh, where'd I put my license? What? More cash? Yes.
Oh my god, that's a huge slice. More for me.
Money.
Who doesn't love having more of your favorite things?
Start your money right.
With Digicel's new prepaid data plans, you get more data to do more of the things you love. That's more chats, more snaps, more surfing, more videos, more everything. So go ahead, live your best life with Digi. Whatever that may be.
From working late to hot date avec Derek. Yes, you can. Looking half decent at early morning Pilates. Yes, you can. When you've totally forgotten your BFF's birthday. Yeah, you can. Looking surprisingly good in last night's clothes. Even unscheduled media appearances. Batiste Dry Shampoo. Yes, you can.
Distributed by Vegas Imports. Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
What they want to do is to try to secure their future in terms of grasping after political victory. There will be time enough for that. We can't go beyond November, the first week in November. But in the meantime, for God's sake, please focus on the fact that we are in a crisis that all of us together, led by the government, but all of us together must serve. You see, Madam Speaker, leader of the opposition is not present, but because he makes clear that his opposition is not on a matter of principle, it is strictly political. When he makes clear that he will put opportunism ahead of the best interests of the country, that is when he opens himself up to my declaring to the whole nation that he is unfit for leadership. You don't cut and run in the middle of a pandemic. Worse, you don't seek to exploit the pandemic for narrow political gain. And Madam Speaker, I am not the only one who says that he's unfit for leadership. He should tell us about what a member of his own party said, and I quote, "You," addressing it to the leader of the opposition, "you have shown unscrupulous behavior time and time again, and it is a part of your DNA. This is a reflection of your insecurity as party leader. You are aware many eyes are on the leadership of the party. Despite your having failed continuously to prove your leadership skills, your despicable actions will also violate the Constitution of Belize if given the opportunity. You have not demonstrated any qualities and capabilities of becoming the next Prime Minister of Belize. In closing, because of your lack of capacity to lead this nation of Belize and your inability to deliver yourself as a leader, you will now stand to bear all the consequences." Enough said, Madam Speaker.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. Do you think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Me and my friend we discuss about some fame and some people are famous, some people are famous. you know. But good morning, my brother.
Muy buenos días audiencia, buenos días público en general. Una mañana placentera. ¿Cómo amaneció?
Boy, como ayer.
Como ayer. ¿Cómo amaneció ayer?
Boy, como antier que voy a amanecer otra vez. Pero mañana.
Como mañana. Lamentablemente tenemos mucho que desglosar esta mañana. El día de ayer, esta tarde por la noche, estuvimos siguiendo también de cerca muchos puntos que estaban desglosándose, y por supuesto también puedo comentarle que el día de ayer el director general de Salud Pública,
el doctor,
tuvo su conferencia de prensa dándonos a conocer de casos, por supuesto que se habían relevado o se habían dado a conocer. Triste y lamentablemente podemos decir que estos casos vienen en aumento. Vienen en aumento. Todo se está aumentando en este momento. Creo yo que valga la redundancia, que todos los días venimos nosotros aquí a decirle al público, ¿verdad?, que hay que tener cuidado, hay que tener mucha precaución, hay que estar a la vanguardia. Pero desafortunadamente creo yo que la expansión de este virus mortal está incrementando y muy rápido.
Yes, it rise high, boy. I understand a lot of people at Orange Walk have it right now. Some names that I got yesterday that I would not disclose. I was surprised of some persons that I received that information that they're infected by the COVID-19, you know.
Y es triste porque al igual son personas que nadie desearía tener este virus. El día de ayer el DHS había mencionado hasta el día de ayer que hemos tenido en nuestro récord 10 personas fallecidas. 10 personas fallecidas es lo que comenta el DHS el día de ayer. También y que triste y lamentable, porque la gente en este momento está pidiendo, they're asking to be swabbed. Todavía el que usted se acuerda de Lee Marchand, he
is the standard bearer for the United Democratic Party in the Freetown division, no?
And he was in the Senate, right?
He was one time he was the president of the Senate.
Okay. He came out yesterday on the media and shared his experience.
He's tested as well?
He's tested positive.
Wow. Lee Mark?
Yeah, he tested positive, and he shared his experience. And I think everyone that is sharing their experience at this point in time, Mr. Osha, the first thing they mention is please out there, if you don't need to come out, please don't. Please stay home. Please wear your mask. Please have that social distance. If you could recall back in, I'm partially just been around here for a couple times, but I can remember that back then, the first time I used to come, we used to shake hands and what's not.
Yeah.
That stopped.
You come in like you begs with me because you don't want to shake my hand. But that is all right.
You see, so that is one of the things that I'm trying to get the report here from the Ministry of Health. And what he mentioned, it's something that it's very difficult right now. Someone asked if we can really say if Orange Walk can be considered now a community spread. That would be sent out today with some other investigations they're doing. The update for yesterday, 181 samples were processed. 27 of these samples came out positive. The preliminary breakdown was as follows: 2 in Corozal, Altamira, and Paraíso, 4 in Belize, 3 in the city, and 1 in San Pedro, 5 in Cayo, Belmopan 3, and Armenia 2, 16 in Orinjoa Town, Agas Pine Ridge,
Wow.
San Felipe, Yo Creek, San Lazaro, San Jose Palmar, and San Esteban.
So these cases in Orange Walk are designated in the rural areas.
Exactly. He mentioned the town. He mentioned the town here also, and the rural areas.
How much was
They didn't disclose exactly the amount within the Orange Walk town and San Felipe, San Lazaro, and these places. We have recorded 4 more deaths to report, and we will be reporting on these throughout they reported it throughout the afternoon. In a total, we have recorded 10 deaths.
10?
10 deaths.
And out of that 10 deaths, we are looking at 3 from Orange Walk. No?
Yes, sir. And the scenario or the situation here that we're following is that yesterday, we had mentioned about the person in San Felipe, which I want to send out my deepest condolences to one of my good friends, Eldon from Eldon Cruz. His mom, she's the one that passed away last night.
Man.
Right? She is the sister of Mr. Nat. And when he passed away, and the DHS mentioned that he was confirmed COVID positive.
Was she under health care?
Nothing as yet. They don't mention that she died from it either. The reports forthcoming as of last night were just that she had respiratory problems, right? And that was sent out late last night, and we're still awaiting to see what the DHS will be mentioning through this, because I think she would have to be a postmortem has to be done.
Certainly on everybody that dies.
Yeah, but remember that postmortem were not really scheduled for COVID patients.
Okay.
Right? But I know that a postmortem will be done for her and see what the results will be. I know for a fact that the village in San Felipe, the Ministry of Health will be swabbing today that area. You know that lots of people, the majority of them, work at the Caribbean.
Oh, Caribbean Chicken.
Chicken.
That's in Blue Creek, no?
Yeah, that's in Blue Creek.
Yeah.
Right. So quite a amount of villagers from that side work there. So the village council sent out a report last night, or a memo last night, asking if they can please, if you have symptoms, to please come. They will be swabbing. They will be swabbing today. And it is sad. It struck that family twice.
Yeah.
And like
back to back.
Yeah, back to back.
From one day to the next.
Yeah.
But you see what happened is, Emerson, the thing is, remember San Felipe Michette closed down one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And San Felipe was closed down for a reason, and that was lifted. The residents there were complaining, just like we have persons in other communities complaining. But maybe when these places go on lockdown, probably the measures that supposed to be set in these areas when it comes to availability of what the residents in the area needs You know, most of the persons that complain from those areas in lockdown is that they do not have food, they cannot get medicine, they cannot do their daily business, you know. But when you talk about daily business to come into town and pay bills and do this and do that, then I think that is beyond the control of the department. But when it comes to making sure that they have what they need in the village, and especially health care, you know, that should be something that should be looked at, because these people cannot be locked down like that. It's okay to lock down because when it comes to the COVID-19, but if you're locked down and then you do not have your necessities, then that's when desperation starts. That's why you're hearing persons from different villages coming in through different areas. They go through bush and they come in. That no means they are right, you know. That no mean that is right. You know, and what happened is you remember sometimes when they have this flu thing, when the flu season, they used to have testing. When they have dengue, they go around and test. I wonder if there's a way that they can do mapping in Belize to try to take tests from persons to see if you're asymptomatic or if you have the virus. Because the thing what happen is, right now, listeners, is that persons, I know one of my friend will catch it, and he really take care of himself, man. He really use a mask, he wash his hands, he always the wash, and he was infected by the virus. That is telling us that the least slip you make, that look for grab you, you know. But how can you know if you have it? Is there a way for you to go and test and say, you know what? I need to test myself, man, because I got a lot of workers. I work around and I need my workers to test themselves. You can't just go into a center and test, or if there is equipment that you can buy so you could test yourself, because one time you have that and then you go talk to somebody, let's say you go talk to somebody and you catch it, or that person catch it. That person might say catch it from you, but maybe not catch it from you. Maybe catch it from somebody else, but he was strong, he or she was strong, and at the time, it never really hit them, right? So, I don't know if the oversight committee or the ministry can come up with something to see how we can do more tests. I believe we have close to 400,000 persons in this country, and now this thing is spreading, and probably I don't think that we reached 10,000 tests as yet. You know?
Not that much. Yo pienso que ahorita puedo estar yo equivocado, pero sí he escuchado de que además de todo esto tienes o debes de tener algún síntoma para que te tomen en cuenta. No puedo estar equivocado. I believe that at this point in time you need to have what the DHS said, and this is the way I understood it. You need to be showing some kind of symptoms.
For them to check you?
For them to swab you.
Or if
it's
you're
not just that you feel insecure, or you have been around so much people all day or every day, and then you would say, you know what, I just feel insecure and I want to go swab.
Take one test.
No, it doesn't work like that.
So if you feel that way and you go test, so if you have it, the test won't show?
It won't show. Because remember,
if you don't feel no way at all, and you might have it, and you go and test, that means the test will show you negative?
Well, not really, because I mean, probably your immune system is strong and fighting I do understand exactly what you're saying, but it could be that your immune system is strong and it's fighting the virus right then and there. But what I'm trying to say is that the Ministry of Health at this point in time really are swabbing people with symptoms.
Then, but you see, I understand that's what they're doing. But then, if you have it and your system's strong and you don't know, then when you're in contact with other people, you become a carrier. And then other people that does not have the strong system like what you have, pick it up. And then they might feel it right away and then go home and chill with their family, or they go to work. Then they work on a site or they work on a factory, and they go to work. And what happened when they go to work? They might spread it. Not all workplace, unfortunately, have the lead tester when they test your temperature and things like that. Especially as some of the shops around this place here. You know, so it is really a tough situation. So what can we say? It could be you today.
Yep.
It could be me tomorrow.
Yep.
Or it could be that we have it right now and we don't know.
Yep.
So we have to take care of ourselves. But like I said, under the mask can't help you.
Dice aquí, buenos días, solo una pregunta, ¿abrieron Guinea Grass? La pregunta es porque la gente está saliendo por Good Hill.
Goat Hill.
Y viene a Orange Walk. Tengo entendido, no se ha abierto, pero sí tengo entendido y miré la carta que el concilio de Guinea Grass le envió al primer ministro, suplicándole que por favor tomaran eso en cuenta. El día de ayer, el primer ministro de la nación, el honorable Dean Barrow, tenía su reunión con lo que es el Oversight Committee, ¿verdad? El día de ayer y hoy nuevamente son 2 días que toman para poder darse a la opción o la opinión de lo que va a pasar.
Hello,
buenos días.
Good morning, buenos días.
Hey, morning, Kiki.
What's up, brother?
Morning, America.
Morning, sir.
Watch out, all we know this thing together, right? Because a lot of us, we used to work, but now you go to work, they tell you, bye, take out this virus, can't work. The problem that we have right now is that when you go to the shop, the prices of the thing are going up fast. Last week I buy one milk for $2.75. Yesterday morning I gone and I paid $3.25 for it.
What?
For the same milk.
50 cents.
So I do not know why this thing is prices is going up, man. And we do not have no job right now, you see?
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's why we were saying that them people who work the price control office, I mean, I don't know which ministry that they need to come out, man.
Necesitan salir.
They need to come out and check what they go on there and people, because I don't know if it's more expensive for the goods than come in now because of the situation over there and that, because most thing that is sold in this country and consumed here are imported items. Right? We know do a lot right there. So apart from the juices and the peppers and the sugar and the fisheries, you know, there is more as well, but we not do a lot right there. So and the things that people consume right here, now a lot of things people consume. I mean, we have the Mennonites that will produce milk, but it's the dairy milk, like you know, like the milk where you drink and so. But then the other one, like the Lala, they still come in, you know. And then we don't produce like the condensed milk. A lot of things we don't produce right there. So we have a limited amount. So these items need to be imported into the country. But then you don't know if because of transportation or because of COVID or excise, custom excise, we don't know if then they go up or then they go up. But if then they go up and then people they raise their price off and anything, it is bad.
Yeah.
It is not right.
Dice, y otra cosa que quisiera yo también recalcar, Mr. Osha, the DHS mentioned it also. In our country, we are experiencing flu right now. You know, we're still on the flu season. You know, so it varies a lot when you probably just have a common flu, and you know, right now. Yeah, I mean, it might sound funny and what's not, but right now, you might as well not even cough.
So if you got a common flu, they're not test you?
You go to the flu clinic.
Oh, okay.
You go to the flu clinic, right? That's just a common flu. But that is wrong right now. He mentioned also, we are focusing a lot on COVID, but we also have dengue.
Dengue.
Yeah, dengue is wrong right now.
You have to bring the dengue man, make them talk by and tell people what to do, because like right now, like you say, everybody concentrate when it comes to the COVID, right? And that's what we need to concentrate, man, because things tight. Then what about the asymptomatic? They will be spreading more. That is what I was saying. This is a text that somebody sent. And then people, they don't really know if they have it. But then, you see like how sometimes the nurse then go around and they check that the house they see if them baby getting a vaccination, the vaccine, and they do it. But then I wonder if there's a way that these tests can come in and you could test people and know if they're asymptomatic or if they have the virus, because like how people explain, how the doctor explain when he talk, that you could depend on that and you don't know if you have it.
Mm-hmm. And it is, well, what he mentioned also, remember now that once you're asymptomatic, they will just quarantine you for 10 to 14 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
once
they
you
continue
don't
testing
show,
you, no?
No, they won't continue testing you.
They not test you?
Once you're asymptomatic, they won't continue testing. I mean, they will be running one test, right? Once you show that you're positive but asymptomatic, you will be quarantined, right? But the WHO has already shown or said that you quarantine this person 10 to 14 days, and if they show that improvement, that you know the fever gone, the flu gone, there's no need for them to test you again. That's what he mentioned.
So what, when you get isolated for 10 days, you depend on some medication or you just...
I believe they put you on medication. What are the medications? I don't know, because they never did mention anything on that aspect. I have another text here. Let me see. Dice, aquí en Concepción veo niños en la calle comprando y sin mascarilla, incluso adultos y policías sin la mascarilla, y pienso que ellos deberían dar el ejemplo.
¿Ve qué está pasando ahí?
Está pasando, yo creo que usted lo trajo a la luz pública el día de antier también, que no manden a los niños. Creo que usted miró uno sin camisa también. Y está pasando, y es por eso que venimos aquí a suplicarle a la audiencia, por favor, tomar esto en serio. Ayer yo fui testigo personal de que yo miré a un policía sin la mascarilla y todavía lo quedo viendo, o sea, y me acomodo la mía bien para que él mire, y no, y ellos son los que deben de dar el ejemplo.
Yeah.
Ellos son los que deben de dar el ejemplo.
You know you could arrest one police too?
You could arrest one police?
Citizens arrest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I have to do that.
Well, I know you could arrest citizens, but I don't know if you go as high as the police department, but there are citizens arrest.
Yeah. Going back to this, we have a whole lot of issue going on. I don't know if you also got the information about what yesterday the commissioner of police. You know that the commissioner has a good relationship with the media.
Oh yes.
The commissioner also mentioned about an extortion that went on here in Tower Hill.
Tower Hill,
at
all
the
right.
checkpoint.
All right, but we need to take a break.
Okay.
Because that's a long story. We need to take a break, folks. It's exactly 13 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and this is the Sugar City Morning Show. We will be back after these messages right here on the Sugar City Morning Show.
Worried about wearing that sleeveless dress or sexy bikini due to unsightly ingrown hairs, razor bumps, or burn on your legs, underarms, or bikini lines? With TendSkin, those worries are a thing of the past. Just apply TendSkin and you'll be surprised at how quickly it works. So regain the confidence to go short, go sleeveless,
Go TendSkin.
Visit us online at GoTendSkin.com.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
When you think about compassion, care and kindness, the area representative of Orange Walk East, Honorable Elodio Aragon Jr., immediately comes to mind. He has demonstrated through dedication and hard work that the people he represents are his priority. His work in Orange Walk East to deliver goods and services has been never-ending. Infrastructure, streets, water, land, social assistance, sports, and education are areas in which Mr. Aragon has focused and delivered to his people in the Orange Walk East. Honorable Aragon has lived a life of dedicated service to his country and people with an excellent track record. Orange Walk East deserves the best. So, for continued development, vote for Honorable Elodio Aragon Jr.
Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Corozal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartaneja? Why is it that we have to take $50 million to invest in an area where we do not have a political directorate? We believe that as a government, we have to provide a service to all Belizeans.
Well, this for the village of Chunosh is a big advantage both ways. Sometimes when we got sickness, we got people sick at the clinic there, women. When we reach at the ferry, can't pass 45 minutes have to wait. So now this road will benefit whole village, Sartaneja and Kaparbank. I'm part of Progreso too. Well, it's really important for us.
I know that our village is not so much developed with tourism because it's a remote village. And for that reason, we don't have a lot of tourism over there. But now with this upgrading of the road and the pavement of the road, I believe and I think that it will be much beneficial for us and for everybody.
More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Welcome back. It's a lovely, beautiful morning, a lovely, beautiful day. 7 minutes now away from 8 o'clock. Folks, if you go buy them a shop and they overcharge you, you have the right to question them people. And you shouldn't have no kind of fear to call the name of the shop. Call out the name of the shop so people could know they're not going to buy there. And you could report that and get back your 50 cents. Because there is no way that people should heist up price and raise up price in a day and time. And that are in a village, because the person called from a village. That's from a village. And if the person who call back and give you the name of the shop, go ahead, my brother, because that is wrong. That's steal. That steal of the steal if your goods never gone up when you buy it wholesale, and if you buy it wholesale, you could show an invoice for last month where we did at one price and this month they come to a different price, then you could produce that invoice and find out why then they sell you for more and inform the people and put up a lease sign, you know what, due to this and that, the price of this has gone up by 3 cents or 1 cent. Now just to charge people just like that, you know.
That, man, it's unfair. We people are struggling. We always mention that, man. We don't get it through the light bill. We don't get it through the light bill. I mean, people, believe me, right now, the amount of people, and you know what someone told me. Well, I know really they get no light bill there and there. So, well, nobody is. But they say that from this whole pandemic, you cannot get no bill. Nobody carry no bill like a house again like before.
They got some area where they deliver in there, you know.
Oh, they have some area where they deliver?
They deliver back here to this Blackwater Creek area, you know. And I have a nephew in Libertad, where he go deliver at the village in Corozal, you know, and he still deliver.
Oh, so that means they just cut it off by sectors then?
Why, I don't know. You know how I try reach them people, and they always tell me the person that you need to talk to is not available. And I make so much calls. Well, you know the office right there, I think the office right there must be closed, no?
I believe I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I think I should go to this office because I call at the main office. I believe they have a toll-free number where you call. And then they say about inquiries of your bills, if you have reconnection problem. But that person that you need to talk to never come on. Never come on.
That's but like I'm saying, I mean, the citizens are getting on the light bill, and no on top things they go up. You don't have one job. Right now people are still laid off.
Yeah, you see the government they try, you know. The government they try. I don't know why this glitch still in the system that the payout not started. Probably must start by the ending of the month, which is Monday is the ending of the month now. So the 1st of September and be Tuesday, so probably by then you kick in. But apart from that, you know how much by you could see the Prime Minister when he talk, how they try.
Yeah.
They try, and then you still have people out there, so the hustle drivers when they come in. No man.
That's ridiculous. Like,
and then people over there at checkpoint, they don't just stand up there at checkpoint, you know. Then they're on job.
Exactly. And that was one of the things that we were mentioning just before the break this morning. Ridiculously, and we have to mention this because, you know, out there we have some good officers, you know. I've met several good officers.
They got more good officers than bad officers.
Yeah, of course. I just lately I met a gentleman, a sergeant, and very, very, very respectful. The way he presented himself and the way he talked, very respectful, you know. But they have some in the department, but they say, once you have one bad apple, you start to poison the rest.
Yeah, but then sometime you reach that one apple was strong, you're not poison that one at all. That one that come out of the bag.
I have this report. I told you about it a while ago. A police officer is in custody and was expected to be charged yesterday for allegedly extorting a American national at the Tower Hill checkpoint in Orange Walk.
What is that right there?
Mm-hmm. It says, in a press conference earlier yesterday morning, the Commissioner of Police, Chester Williams, said that the incident happened over the weekend. The American national visited the police station and reported that he drove up to the checkpoint and was approached by the officer, who informed him that he had committed an offense by driving up to the checkpoint without wearing a mask. According to the individual, the officer took him out of the vehicle and told him that the penalty for the offense is $5,000.
What?
But that they could work something out. The individual alleged that he offered $50, but the officer declined. It says he then allegedly offered $300 and was then permitted to drive off without any charges.
What?
Williams said that a part of being charged criminally, the officer will be charged internally. The commissioner also noted that over the past couple of months, the department have been receiving several reports from persons alleging that they are being extorted by the law enforcement authorities. The commissioner said that he will be making a suggestion to the Attorney General, the big man, to amend the SI and include a charge for any member of the security forces that uses the SI to extort members of the public.
So man hustle 300.
You never want 50. The American National give $50. I tell her, well, you know what? Money $50. I say no. So American National gone more and say, well, you know what? 300, man.
The man he got straight the police station and report.
Yeah.
Well, the man did well. You know what happens? You got some people afraid for police, right? But if you are an abiding citizen and you know they do nothing out of the way, you make sure you got your license, your insurance, you make sure you know the thief nobody, make sure you know the fight to the woman, make sure you know the use drugs, make sure you know they do anything that is illegal.
Yeah.
You know, then you don't have to afraid for police because you are within the law. You know, I mean, why you are hustle them people? If the man's supposed to charge the man. You know, but then the thing is that if you the drive in your vehicle,
that was my question there.
The big man say you don't have to get on your mask.
Once you are in your own vehicle.
Yeah, you don't have to get on your mask. You know, so you drive up on a checkpoint without a mask. You know. No, man,
I mean, whilst the officer is approaching you, then yes, you probably
when you stop, you go put on your mask. Right?
Exactly. You put on your mask when the officer is approaching you. Man, we need we don't. Well, personally, you learn from experience out there. You learn from what the commissioner says. We don't have the law book in our heads and say, all right, this is against the law. Or this, you know that the SI has been changing constantly.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. But I believe, and probably the Attorney General could come out after this whole allegation came out, could really specify this thing, because if he is driving up to a checkpoint, driving in his private vehicle, the officer comes, then yes, you put on your mask. But what offense did he make whilst driving to the checkpoint?
To the checkpoint, yeah.
It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's just a way of trying to extort from people, which is not correct. But it's a good thing that the person did a report.
Exactly.
Because these things need to stop, right? And hey, there are a lot of people where get chance and they're not gonna report, you know. Because sometimes people tell them if you go report, you have to pay more.
Yeah.
And you can't prove that you give me anything, so go and make you get to this time and this and that. Good morning. That's Santa Cruz. The shop they sell things too much. Pet milk $3 for one. Santa Cruz. And you see, that's why.
What the price should be for a pet milk?
I don't know, but it sell for $3. I think that I'm not sure how much for a pet milk buy. I don't know how much for a pet milk, but then you see that place that they right that the crossing area there. So he encourage people to say, no man, me not pay the price. Voy a cruzar.
Yeah.
You understand? When you tighten up on anything, man, he say no bill come, but they come reacts, must read the meter. They can read the meter only water bill come the village. I don't know which village that, you know. But please stop the raise up them price, man. Please stop the raise up their price, because people can't come the tongue right now like how they're supposed to come the tongue. So no chance the people if you bring up the prices after the thing.
It makes no
right
sense.
Now you have the tight for people come the tongue, you know. We saw on bus yesterday were overcrowded, so it's tight for make people come the tongue, and people that say, well, you know what? Mejor voy a quedar en mi casa porque no tenemos caso en esta aldea. Voy a quedar en mi casa, no voy a salir. Pero si los precios están más altos que el pueblo, ¿qué va a hacer la gente?
A ley tiene que salir. O sea, estás estás llegando al punto de forzar a la gente para hacer cosas que no quieren.
Yeah, price
¿Dónde
control
está ese
people.
departamento? ¿Me está oyendo? El price control.
But I don't know if they have right there the Orange Walk. I know they got the sales tax one, but that's supposed to be different than the one where go around and make sure people they pay their sales tax and so. And you go right there, so must go file your monthly bills. I don't really know business tax or something. Cause I know me deal with that. That Mr. Jones deal with that, no. But what happened is then got the price control. I think that's supposed to come on. I know that which Ministry of the Economic Development that come on. But then they used way back they used to have one man right there. So I think the man Mr. Galvez or I don't remember his name so good, but he used to go around and check the shop and see the prices when people got on the items. If they price control people that come right there, so the Orange Walk, no, and they go check on the shelf and they see where people got different items and they got a price right there up on the shelf. So sometimes people don't look on the item, you know, they look on the price of it on the shelf. Like I tell you about the chicken sausage, they said it's at $1.35, but like if they have the Vienna sausage, then they put $1.35 for Vienna sausage, and then maybe they have the one from Grace there, when might cost one a little bit more. So they have the Grace one right there, and the Vienna one they have it with that club. So when you see that $1.35, you grab that, maybe I grab one 3-4. But people right there, so sometime when they go to the register and pay, don't they tell them $86, $15, $19, you know, and then they just pay. But then you the chance people like that. But we need to be responsible too. One time me gonna one and then add up $19. Say what? How you come up to 19? Oh, $17. Serious. Serious, and then I have then I have to use calculator. Can't deal with figures every day. You know, so they don't really have to use that calculator and deal with figures every day, and quick time they come up with a total. You have to check your things, man.
Yeah, es cierto. Hay que
why,
tomar el tiempo para revisar.
You know why? Because suppose one bread costs $1.75, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much one pound of tortilla?
One pound of tortilla.
$1.75, right? And you want buy one pack bread. So you want buy 3 of them there, and then the man tell you $9. How you have become to an even number? You understand?
It's ridiculous how we're getting
So these people chancing, man. These people chancing, man. We poor people trying to survive, and they are raising the price on us. Maybe that should be something that should come up in the oversight committee too, you know, when it comes to price control.
I think they're supposed to do an SI for that one little.
Well, SI, you know how it is when it comes to the SIs and Is, S and
it's
yeah. For the person who was calling on WhatsApp, you can kindly call back again, please. Cause sorry I missed that call. But this COVID thing, yeah, so they cause one lot of people for take lick, and it cause one lot of people for the hustle. It cause a lot of people for the get richer, for the fatten up. People that hustle. People that extort, people that go around and rob, you know, when they need to stay home and take care of themselves and take care of their family, you know, prices are going up without the authority of the government of Belize, without the authority of the price control department.
Exactly.
These prices are going up, the light bill go up, nobody can do nothing about it, because you go and they tell you, hey, you have to call the office of Belize, you know. Good morning, greedy choke puppy. You know what that means, Joe?
Greedy choke puppy.
When the puppy eat too much,
yeah,
choke.
Yeah.
But he continue because he was not to that same police are out of order, no respect they have. But there are many good and respectable ones. Well, we said that before.
Yeah, we said that. I mean, like I told you, I personally met over a couple of days a sergeant, very, very respectful, and the way he spoke and you know, and I said to him, man, the way you treat people is very good. It's very, very, very good. But they have some that they just don't love their profession. They just don't like what they're doing, and they find it easier to extort people out there right now.
Yeah.
And in these hard times, man, you know how much people struggle for their money, man. How much they struggle off, and I know we consider them as frontline workers, and we applaud all of them for that. And I mean, but you can't do anything, man. You really can't do anything. I applaud the American national for what he did.
Yes.
And
yes.
we are supposed to stand still and know our rights as well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the that 50 cents when they put up on the thing there with the milk there. It really hard, and especially the one that Santa Cruz to and sell the condensed the pet milk, evaporated milk for $3. 50 cents now a lot, you know.
Oh yes.
If one case of milk bring 50 in there, you the thief 50 cents each for everybody. You know how much money that?
They make it.
You know how much that, not you? Around $25.
Yeah.
10 person we don't charge, I done $5. So you they make one extra $25 per a case of milk. Cause the milk bring in a lot.
Yeah.
And you're stealing that $25 from the poor people.
And yet they go as far as not give you a receipt.
Yeah, they're not giving no receipt in the village. But you see that if the persons there, when they do wholesale, not care up them price. Because you don't really know if the people there, when they do wholesale, when they call last month, the milk them, let's say the milk them $50 for one case. But when they call this month, that $58. And then people now say, okay, well, at 3 cents more, that 3 cents more, it gone up on it. Right? So, make I just put the 3 cents on the thing, but they're going to wait at 50 cents. Okay, make us know, good morning. I sent my son to buy banana here in Corozal by Chico's Tortilla shop. The people actually sold him 8 banana for $2 when it is normally 8 banana for $1.
Yeah. Well, right now, here
morning, Corozal.
morning, Corozal. Good morning. Right now here in Orinjoa, I did that on Saturday, and you get, on Sunday, you get 6 bananas for $1 right now in some places here. 6.
Yeah. You have to go to Musi, go buy your banana, man. You get your correct amount.
Yeah, get your correct amount when you go to Mama Musi.
Yeah.
And of course, I want to say good morning to Mama Musi.
But we want to say this thing is not Chico's Tortilla. It's by Chico's Tortilla in that area. You know, they got people who sell
they have one.
Yeah, so not they put Chico's Tortilla shop in this. They don't sell banana. They sell tortilla.
Yeah, they sell tortilla.
Yeah.
It's
like,
just
clarification. No, because some people are saying, hey, what do they talk about this place? Or they don't.
Yeah, it's true. No.
But it's sad what it happened. But like I said, maybe then people have to go further, forget it. But when you are selling, tell them, hey, the price of this right now, because the minute they bring it from me, or the person where they buy it from, they charge me more and say they have to go further, or they burn more gas.
Mm-hmm.
But tell people, man. And then it's up to me if I want to pay $2 to eat banana.
We have some places right now that the chicken went up too, for this.
The chicken?
Yeah, chicken gone up.
What?
The chicken gone up.
You think that because it's scarcity of the chicken?
It could be.
Why? Because why will the price go up? If you say, well, they grow in mash and the things they want to use for like raise the chicken, and so if that gone up, then you could figure it out. But where is the cost of this that you say that it gone up? It said, what happened to Orange Walk, the one Chinese shop? This happened. Make us see about that what? Because they're not really saying what it is. What I guess the person when me call, me say that it happened at a Chinese shop. The Orange Walk. Okay, well you got the right. You got the right for questioning people when you go to the cashier. And okay, if they got 10 persons stand up behind you, that your money you spend, and they're supposed to have a customer service area. Say, okay, you want to verify your bill. Make we talk about it and make we say, okay, why this the cost so much? I buy a baking powder He say 4150 4150 last week. Now I gone for 150 last week. The person put like that. He said 4150.
Yeah,
No?
they
Not
use
spell it.
numbers for it.
Yeah. He said I buy one baking soda for 150 last week. I gone a year the 175 guys. So shilling. Un shilling. ¿Sabe qué puede hacer con un shilling?
Puedes hacer bastante. Puedes hacer bastante. ¿Cuánto debe estar la libra de azúcar?
But I don't know.
How much a pound of sugar?
I don't really know how much for a pound, and I don't really know what it's supposed to sell for. That's supposed to be the question. It's a,
About 50 cents.
It's a man and right there in a town, the Riverside Street, and one new Hindu shop just opened, and then they do the same thing. High prices. You know, go to people's store, man. But I know people, sometimes people don't want to walk too far, right in your neighborhood. You go to a shop, come in your neighborhood, right? Because you can buy where you want, your needs right there, so, but nobody care up the price on people, man. Price control people. Belmopan, good morning. Come check on them people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the pound of sugar should be, if I'm not mistaken, I stand to be corrected, it's supposed to be 50 cents.
Okay.
50 cents supposed to be for a pound of sugar. Someone could probably call us and verify that. But I know of a place on Belize Road where sell it 75 cents.
What?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not right, man. It's not right.
What are the minimum of credit what you could buy in a top up if you go down a shop?
What are the minimum of credit? No, that $5 up. First time it two.
So they're not two, no, they're
no,
five.
You can't buy $2 now out there.
Okay. Somebody may ask that.
No, you can't buy $2 out there again. But you see what happens on the $2. I spoke to a person there that sells credit, right? And it said I think they don't win the percentage of their gainings
when they sell by $1 or $2 credit, no?
You know, really per se or shows.
But they must have some control over their people, man. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Chetty.
Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
The price of sugar at 75 cents a pound, control price at 50 cents for the brown sugar.
Okay.
75 cents for the white sugar, 50 cents for the brown sugar. But check it. The thing is that these people that deal with price control are sitting on their butt in their office and don't get out and visit the stores. That's why the Chinese and they put it, because I tell you over and over.
Yeah.
That I use the coconut oil, right? Because I can't handle the last.
Yeah.
And he made it at 10.50. Then from there he gone, and when we got back now that $12.95.
Wow.
He got up over $1 and change for the backlog. And then people sit down later there. And look at, one day I used to see the people for price control, visit the stores there, and then they expire goods started them. Get it up. You know, see that none at all no will kind of like they sit down in the office, but then you get paid there, and then they're not worried.
They like the air condition, man.
They should visit these stores, check it, because then you hear the people they complain over the radio over and over, and they should get up and start. And I remember I tell you that they go and then say, they measure the 16 ounce, they take their hand and drag out, and when they drag out, check it, they drag out ounce and a half, you don't get 16 ounce.
Yeah, that's true that you don't get 16.
Then you jerk you. Man. And these people sit down and in their office, and none of them get up after what, but then they collect government, then they collect to be taxpayers money, because the taxpayers money they pay their people.
Yep.
And this is the thing we're always grumble about. And nothing is being done about it. Get them, check their scale, and get them before the court, because then it keeps the people in there.
Yes. Yeah. Somebody say right there that cow pen, they buy that way along the PG. He said when you go buy that the shop, today the one price, tomorrow the next price. Well, I hope that the next price tomorrow a cheaper price. And make us see now, he said, good morning. We want to know when Corozal Southwest will have convention. Okay, well, we don't really know that because according to Minister Aragon right now, the party no they concentrate much on that politics thing. Morning, bro. The Chinese here in Carmelita they sell chicken $3 a pound.
That's what I said.
$3 a pound?
That's what I said. It's up. It's up. It up.
250 for 5 pound. 250 for 5 pound of brown sugar. That's supposed to be the correct price, no?
Dice,
what the Michelin for you?
los chinos abusan, dice. I saw. I think I said it before. When you go there at the different Chinese, and this is not bombarding the establishments and
but,
stuff.
But then they get to it too much.
When
they get to it too much.
And dice, en Corozal la libra de azúcar 75 centavos y la morena 55 y el milk, el pet milk a $2.
What? And they say behind here that how much? $3?
$3.
Why?
And they take out these goods and say promotion. They have a big sign there, and your eyes go directly to the promotion thing.
Your eye go there.
And when you
look at it, shop,
and when you look at it, no. When you look at it, because I went there and I saw it, I said, man, you really want us to consume this thing with unexpired? Like they don't really care, and there's no one out there to say, hey, how you want to sell the anti-expired goods for people?
Yeah. Anytime you talk about that, anytime you bring that up, I always remember Harris guy, Lee White pick up and up that Belize Road there. Harris guy was some fun fast store or Shongsha or something. Watch out when I gone there, Harris pick up there, so I tell them we gone on, you spring them broke, no man, alone expired goods that they take out from the shop. After that, they shung far away near something. Shut down.
Man, we used to like smoke outside.
Yeah, I stand up there with the cha-cha-cha guy, foot like up, son. You know, and they used to treat people bad in that place too.
Oh yes. And they still have a couple Chinese establishments here, stores that when you go in there, they just treat you like an animal, man. I know I tell you make them go and hug you up when you go in there, but I mean be courteous, man.
And I try to say people at the village too, man, because what the person said about that price of chicken right there, so that Carmelita, someone said Libertad too, $3 a pound for chicken at Libertad.
Imagine.
How much is that one?
It's supposed to be around 225, 275, 250, something like that.
Yeah. And people need to start to put up them foul cob like what they used to do before, because then people out there they selling high price, the only way they can survive that if we support them, you know. If we don't support them, then they don't make no money. But it's bad what they do. But they are condition when people sit down in the Belmopan, or if they officer that believes men, go check for women. Give them a check, man, or you could start maybe right that Belmopan, man. Because maybe they happen right there, so. You can start right there, so, and you see, watch out them people, things on the PG titled people, you know.
Yeah, it
and
is.
then you had a open, the person said that if you go buy it today at one price, tomorrow go buy it at a different price. And I wish the different price when I go tomorrow at a lower price.
Lower price, exactly.
But I know a lower, and then people at PG, they take like, you know, you have that there, a open. You know what that there?
Far.
That wrong PG area. And the chance people wrong there, so, but then I have to talk to Minister Aragon when he come tomorrow and tell him, make it please check with them people or talk to the minister who's responsible for that. I don't know if the Erwin or Miss Bev, I don't know which one are there.
Somebody needs to
or
check
the Tracy,
on
I don't really know the who, but they need to check with them people there and
somebody
make them know
needs
where
to
they
check
go
on these things.
And it's wrong, you see like the commissioner, he not the waste no time. For he people and do foolishness, all right. Let's go.
One time.
Let's go. Use you as an example.
Yeah.
Don't do it, brothers. Don't do it. And I'm on the coin, you know. Right there again, a grass chicken. How much you think for a pound of chicken again grass? Then they close to shipyard.
Well, since the price is going up, it's around $3 also.
Yeah, check it right there. Double G Guinea grass chicken at $3.50 a pound.
Imagine.
$3.50 a pound, my brother. And then people they can't come out, man. The people they can't come out from Guinea Grass. Guinea Grass locked down, right?
Yeah.
So you they force them to have to pay that $350. That not correct, man. That not right. Well, I know my friend Benito, he not raise the price.
No, Benito not raise the price.
Unless then they pay more to get it,
Yeah.
Because remember, most of them get things for shipyard and it's hard for them get things for shipyard. I don't know how that they work right now, but it is 23 minutes now after 8 o'clock. This is the Sugar City Morning Show, and we are glad that you're in tune, but we are sad that persons are dying when it comes to the COVID-19, and this thing is so, not discriminate, man. We don't know when we have it, we don't know who have it, so we need to take care of ourselves. If you don't have to go out, save gasoline, save gas, don't go out. If you want to pump your bike, ride about in your yard,
True.
or ride up and down your street, but somehow we just want to get out there, just want to get out there. It's what happen. Like I tell you, like one of my friends with the talk yesterday, he tell me about one time Crystal Palace, me burn down Crystal Palace Theatre. I don't tell you what happened there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And way all the way for around Mr. Tani shop, then you feel the smoke there. People come out there when the head drop, with their corollars, in a night gong. People want to see what they go on with the fire. But when the rain come, they run from the rain. When you gotta stay right there and get a nice blessings from the rain. We run from rain, but we run to fire. Because I get some more text here, boy. Because there are people are really concerned what is happening. Say, okay, vamos a ver. This is long. So true, because we support them. They only care about our money. But the Belizean people don't like support other Belizeans. They go to Chinese store, especially if they can't credit from the Belizeans. Yeah, because Belizean shop get credit. I don't know if the Chinese shop they get credit. Man, in a Santa Cruz, that $3.50 a pound for chicken. Santa Cruz again, At Santa Cruz, they're right there, so by the area where they could go across and they could go out. It is about time to make these people from control price start to work for their money. All right, so you don't know what they do, but I don't know.
But
that you see in the office nice,
But then we go back sometimes, when if you do see them around that, like if they go collect the bolido,
the number play.
The number play,
boy. That purse there get thick up. Yeah, so and they're lucky if you win the number, I don't know if that lotto then win, if that jackpot then win, and we don't know what kind of thing they win, but they go collect.
But I mean, let's be real on that.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Concerning prices at stores, in the Oriental. If you go to an Oriental shop, let's talk the one by Trial Farm, right?
Okay.
I had an experience there. I went there and I went to purchase a few things and I asked for a receipt. And the guy made a noise and said, I want a receipt. I need a receipt from my employer. I need to get this money back. And the guy just printed out a receipt, right? Not identifying the items or the price of the items. But if you go to people's store, now I'll say people's store, our local people.
Right.
You go to people's store and you go purchase anything. The receipt that they give you, it calls out the item. One bottle of Clorox, one bottle of hand cleaner, a mop, a broom, and they have the price of each item just across the name of the item. And then they give you a total, then they give you your GST. That's the way a receipt is supposed to be given out. Even if it's a yard long, but that's the way it's supposed to be given out. But the rental, they just give you a
total
receipt with a total, and that's totally wrong.
Yeah.
That's where our GST people need to go and see and do their job properly. I am not saying they're not doing their job. They need to do their job properly. I mean, a point of sale unit is not all that expensive now. I mean, it's like buying a phone now, right? It's very cheap, and that's the way the renters need to do their receipts. Right?
Yeah, but isn't there a law for that, Carla, that they're supposed to have those GST cash register?
There is a law because your machine has a memory, so when the GST person goes there, they can call back that memory and they can see how much GST you have paid.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And then that's why you use a point of sale, right? But then these people, they don't want to give you the proper receipts because they're stealing the GST. They will say, oh, I just sold this amount. I didn't make my $10,000. I just made $9,000, so I need to pay all of this. Right? Whereby they're making maybe $15,000, $20,000 in sales. Right? But if you have a point of sale machine, the memory, you can withdraw that memory from the point of sale and see how much you have sold for the month.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. And that's why the Orientals, they don't want to have a point of sale receipt. But a receipt is supposed to name the item you're buying and the price of the item and the amount of GST you have paid. That's the proper way to do it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you need an itemized receipt because if you go buy and you say, man, why my bill come up so much? But it look like this custard me used to be 125, but now that 175. You know the sake of the custard. And then I go buy again and say, but I buy the same thing that last week. I know I may pay $15 last week. I know I pay $14.75. I make a look on it. Because this I may buy 3 chicken sausage and I make it on like 25 cents each. So you know once it itemized and like what the caller said, those point of sale cash register, they do the accounting right there. That register does the accounting. So when time the GST department come, are you ready for pay? Bap, they recall it and they say, okay, you sold so much and 12.5% you owe. Wash up man tell me one time, he said, man, boy, he said, I want to do something. He said, but GST no give you a break, man. Then they go collect for you like one time you ain't got the money yet. How you mean you don't got the money?
You don't charge it.
You don't charge the money. That not in your point of sale. None at all. That not for your item. That is collected from the people on behalf of the government of Belize. But on that note, folks, we take a break. It's 8:30. We'll be back after these messages right here on North Television Channel 10.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
Batiste Dry Shampoo is the quick and easy way to instantly refresh your hair between washes. Simply spray, massage, and brush. For hair that is refreshed with added body and great texture, so you have time to boss the morning routine. Yes, you can. Batiste Dry Shampoo.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
Border jumping is illegal and puts our entire nation at risk. Our neighbors, Guatemala and Mexico, are experiencing rapidly increasing numbers of COVID-19 cases, and there are more deaths every day. Persons entering Belize illegally from these hotspot countries are not being tested for COVID-19. That's why it is important to report anyone entering Belize illegally by calling our hotlines. Smart users call 0800-JUMPERS or 0800-BORDERS. For Digi, call 0800-SAVE-BZE. Condoning or engaging in border jumping is putting yourself, your family, and the entire country at risk. Remember, anyone caught will be fined up to $5,000 and or imprisoned for 2 years. Stop border jumping now. This message is brought to you by the Belize Police Department and the Belize Bank.
114.60 acres in Tiger Creek, Orange Walk. 3,000 acres, 0.961 hectares to Jaime Briceño and John Briceño. 827.848 square yards to John Briceño. 5.4 acres to John Briceño and Jaime Briceño. 20 acres in Progreso to John Briceño. To John Briceño again, 6 acres in Progreso. The all of Progreso you going with?
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional road works will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Sugar City Morning Show, welcome back. It's now exactly 24 minutes away from 9 o'clock. Here in Corozal, some Chinese have the chicken for, how much you think, Emerson?
Well, one said $3, about $3.35 hours.
$4 a pound in Corozal. He said, I also have a question. What is considered to be contraband products? Because I see people posting many kind of stuff, stuff and nail stuff, and they are by pre-orders. That's coming from Mexican side. What happened is they have wholesalers. That has permit to bring in items. You know, we have some items that comes in from Mexico. I don't know about the $4 a pound for the chicken, but most of the items that come in from Mexico, they come in legal, because if you see, well, yeah, these are perfumes and things that they are posting up that we are seeing here. Yeah. So what is happening? If I have item that is not legal then I won't post it. I won't post it because it's illegal. So they are selling these items, but there is some way they can get it legally from Mexico, because they have wholesalers, they have merchants who have their businesses, and they bring in these items and they pay their duty.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? So
And
if you,
they have
because
some
you see the person who put up the Bola Roja flower, that person put it up and he put the location where they are, and people go buy the Bola Roja, but they have wholesalers that brings in these Mexican products, and then these people probably go and buy from them and they retail it.
And they have some people that before the borders were locked, they had purchased quite a number of products.
Yeah.
So probably they stayed stuck with some products there also.
Yeah.
So we can never we just can't judge that point there as per se, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't think somebody will be bold enough to like put up something that they know that is illegal, right? Because they were complaining about some folks here in Orange Walk that are putting up some items for sale, and they were saying that it's Mexican goods, right? But it's up to you if you want to buy it, But I do not think that these items are considered contraband, because if you got contraband stuff, you won't impose it.
Exactly.
So if you are seeing that these items are posted up, and the person that posted the Bola Roja flower yesterday, people are buying. So that's why you see when the country comes into the economic situation. Yeah, they sell the Bola Roja all about. You see what I mean? That the way it come in when it comes to the foreign exchange, because we have to buy these goods from Mexico. Because we are not producing enough for the economy. So we have to buy these things. They have juices that come over. They have the Costania products. They have the 123 aisle. They have the Nutrioli. They have all of the things they're coming in, right? And even the Roche France oil, we not produce that, so that have to come in from a different country. But these wholesalers, they have their due permit to bring in these items. So I believe that the items that are posted, these people could show the legitimacy of the legality of them.
Exactly. Just not straying off the notes there. Just want the public to know that another Ask the Experts cast will be aired today at 10 a.m.
10 this morning.
10 a.m. this morning. The mental health unit from the Ministry of Health will be joining the Ask the Experts webcast this morning.
Okay. Well, Emerson, we have 5 more days now for person who would like to transfer their votes from one constituency to the next. I am only doing this as a public service announcement because persons want to vote in the area where they live. They need to transfer in that area. So the office here, Orange Walk North and Central, is open beside the Lands Department. So if you like to transfer to any of these constituents or move out from those constituents, then you go to these offices. But if you are registered, let's say you're registered in Central and you want to transfer to North, then you can go at that same office and transfer. But if you live, you have to have a proof of your address where you live, right? And you have to live there. I think it's more than 2 months, 2 to 3 months. Now, if you live in Orange Walk East and you are registered, your office is at the office at the main office by Santa Ana Street beside the pharmacy. So if you live in East and you want to transfer to North, then you don't go to that office. You come to the North office, and there is where you do your transfer. You just have to make sure, I live certain, where I live, they got 5 dogs around, they got 3 posts, they got some cow type on a fence, so you can go see it. And then Emerson lived there, so he knew me that I lived there for 3-4 months or over a year, but I never transferred it. So you have to have a proof of address, because it is illegal. Like, I don't know if you was here when Paula was on the show saying that you could get charged up to $1,000 or you could go to jail for a year for giving wrong wrong information. So one time people they tell you, hey, transfer in a me area, I want to give you one land. Or transfer in a me area, I give you 1,000. You know, I give you a leave 50. That who the pressure they are now? The person who give the land, the who give you the 350, who give you that? That you.
That you.
Cause that person said no. Yeah, that was it. No, I never tell. Me not tell him not. Me no know him.
And it happens.
Me no know himself.
And it happens. It happens.
Así la gente tiene que estar
precavido. La gente tiene que estar precavida.
Why that word I may look for, but I couldn't get it.
Tomemos la llamada. Hello, buenos días.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, I have a question right now. I mean, my son a bit unfavorable with a lot of people. But does an officer go and check physically where these transferees are being mentioned that they live?
Yes, sir.
Right? Because do they physically go and do it? Do an officer go and check the house where they are?
Yes,
check
sir.
the neighborhood and ask questions?
Yes, sir.
Or they just take? You think so?
Yes, I can personally tell you that some people at our workplace just moved in at the top and they went to, I think they went to do their transfer and the officer from elections and boundary came 4 times and knocked at our door at the radio station 4 times asking for these persons, but unfortunately they were at work. So she came after 5 with her pad book there and with some notes and they also asked me what's the name of the persons living upstairs.
Or the ones that moved upstairs.
Yeah, the ones that. So I can personally tell you that these people did went to verify and ask the name of the person and just ask, do you know how long they're living here or how long have you seen them around here? So I can attest to that.
I would say that sounds a little bit appealing that yes, they're doing their job. But if you have 500 people doing transfer, I mean, these people at the office, they must be working a lot of overtime to go and check individually what's going on because there's a lot of transfer being done. And you read a lot of comments on Facebook that this person doesn't live there, blah, 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 right? But that's beyond the point. The thing is, I want to know if they go physically and check if this transfer are being done properly. I mean, there's a concern, no?
Yeah.
A lot of people I've read on Facebook that a lot of people are claiming that they don't do this, right? Just beyond the point.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
thank you. I can attest to it, and I also know there are scrutineers there at the elections and of both political parties. But I can attest to it. This person, I know the person very well. I won't mention her name, but she's a female. She went there 4 times, and unfortunately, she couldn't get the person that really did the transfer. Couldn't get a hold of that person there, and she went 4 times. The fourth time, she actually went after 5.
That's for the persons that moved upstairs?
Yeah, that's for the persons that move upstairs.
Okay, they transferred,
yeah,
no?
They look like they transferred because the elections boundary officer was coming, and the 4th time it's when they caught the person there, so they discussed as well, and everything I saw that everything was just they went back to their business boat, right? But yes, they personally asked, do you know how long this person is living up there? Do you know the name of that person? And they ask these kind of questions. So I can attest to that specific situation there.
All right, good. That's great clarification.
Yeah, but
so we got 5 more days.
500 and so much people that are I don't know if everybody gets visit, but I can attest to that.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have 5 more days. Today is Tuesday. We have up until Friday, and then Monday will be the last day because Monday is the ending of the month. You know, but Emerson, it has been an interesting morning. We would like to commend the persons that sent texts on the topic that we were on this morning. We know the COVID-19 topic is all over the nation, all over the world, globally. All talk shows, all anchors they elaborate a lot on that, and we do our part here. But I just want to ask people to continue to take care of yourself, man. And if you don't have to come out, so right now you are seeing why it is important that you not come out and just walk about per street, go sit down and go to the park, go talk with Quebedo. I don't say Quebedo got nothing. But then if you don't have to go, let alone Quebedo make it do his job.
Yeah, make it do his job.
You know, because Quebedo is doing a good job. Because place Quebedo clean it up good.
Yeah, true.
You know, so what is happening right now is that we need to stay home. We need to stay home. We need to take care of ourselves. And hello, good morning.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That where Emerson said are true, because apparently somebody will put one transfer and he say he live wrong in the east, and one young lady came and was asking about this person, but this person never lived nowhere wrong the east, wrong here at least where part I live, and nowhere wrong here, and the person up and down, but that the name, we didn't hear that the name wrong here, man, because, and they come with me the check, and it's very good, and I wish they continue to do that, because a lot of people they go transfer and they don't live at this place, but then they give the address.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's very good. The election and Congress, they do a wonderful job. I congratulate them for it. Bye.
Thank you, my friend. Emerson, right now, there is a new toll-free number that DJ is offering for fire emergency. It's a free call that you can do, and it's an easy number. It's 990. 990 for fire. So if you see one fire in any area, you could, if you the pass, but not do it mischievously and say, I try this number, I say the siren ring. You know, if your siren sing. DJ has launched this 990. This is countrywide. So if you did Orange Walk or you call 990, you will reach the closest fire station.
Okay.
If you're in Corozal, if you're there at San Pedro, you reach the closest fire station with that number. It's 990, it's fire emergency. If you're there in a village, you call a number wherever you are. Así que se puede recalcar. Give me the word, te puedo dar word. Give me the word.
¿Recalcar?
¿Cómo?
Recalcar.
Recalcar, man. Albeño.
Albeño.
It's 990.
El departamento de Digi, de comunicaciones de Digi, ha lanzado un nuevo número para que se pueda usted conectar conforme a lo que es el departamento de incendios, el Fire Department, ¿verdad? El número es 990, ese es para la emergencia, para los bomberos, 990, pero por favor le pedimos al igual que no lo utilice solamente por querer hacer una broma o querer ver si el número funciona. El departamento de incendios, el de los bomberos, 990. Si usted está en Corozal, usted está en Orange Walk, usted está en Ciudad Belice, a donde usted esté, automáticamente su receptor de celular va a conectarse al departamento más cercano donde usted se encuentre. 990 es el número que Digi ha lanzado para incendios.
I'm trying to see if I can find out right now if it is exclusively for Digi users, right?
Okay.
Because this is launched by Digi, right?
Okay.
And so we will see. And you can also remind the folks in Spanish about the modem, because it will end right there Monday.
El modem.
You don't care that modem, no, Joe?
El modem. Es que como nosotros damos eso de que si no tenemos que salir, no salgamos. Yo trato lo más de no salir, no trato lo más honestamente. No.
Siempre por fingir credit.
No, pero sí, pienso que también queremos darle a recordar que el modem que usted ya no utiliza, los modem viejitos que tiene usted de Digi, usted lo puede llevar y le van a reembolsar, ¿cuánto? ¿75?
$75 credit.
$75 de saldo.
Saldo son like when you collect your pay, boy. Semanal tu saldo.
Sueldo.
Oh, sueldo. Why, thank you, boy. A sueldo.
Ay. Pero bueno, eso es de Digi. Culmina este fin de semana.
The one for the modem will end on the 31st, which is Monday.
Okay.
And you can go to any Digi office countrywide, but it has to be a Digi office because you know they have some people who got the big time office where they sell a lot of phone and they have up a Digi sign as well, but it has to be at one of the Digi office, Telemedia, Belize Telemedia office countrywide, and you'll get $75 credit. That will last you for now till Christmas. And the 990 number, folks, it's a toll-free number. So for fire emergency, you know, we have some people that is very responsible, you know. They have the numbers on the refrigerator as well. They have the one for the police department, they have for the fire department, they got for the ambulance, all those emergency numbers, and got for the taxi, the usual taxi when they use car, and you know, they have people use only for the taxi and they want just for the taxi.
Eso sí.
You know, so they got the numbers, and they got a number for the principal in the school, for the child's teacher, for the tutor, you know, so they could get in touch with these people.
Bueno, dice aquí, igual como estuvimos compartiendo lo de la niña de 15 años, también debemos de compartir que ya se comunicó con su mamá. Aquí nos indica de que dice, bueno, nos indica de que sí ya se comunicó con su mamá. Muchísimas gracias.
¿Ya está con su mamá o solo
solamente
comunicación?
Solo me dicen, ya se comunicó conmigo. Gracias.
Le demos a feel well relaxed right now.
Me imagino que ya la mente se le ha calmado. Tanto es un problema. Y los niños, los jóvenes, por favor, no hagamos estas cosas, hombre. Sea lo que sea, nuestra madre y nuestro padre se preocupan por nosotros.
They care for us, man.
Y no hay que estar haciendo estas clases de barbaridades. I believe that when I think I would just go as far as saying that whenever they try to correct us, it's for our own good. Probably you learn that eventually after the years go by. Mm-hmm. And at the point of when you're a teenager, you don't understand or realize the outcome of it until you're on the real world.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'm glad she's okay, man. I'm glad she's okay, you know, and hope that she will remain in a good place and she will take care of herself the right way, even if you don't want to return to Imam, but she's underage as well, right?
Exactly.
So she needs to be with her parents. And parents cannot give consent to an underage child to be with someone else.
That's right.
You know, you have to go through the social department and anything there in the social. We check out the environment where that child going and see if you have adequate running water, drinking water, everything that is safe. Mm-hmm. So you have to go through the protocols. A child cannot make that decision on his or her own, and a parent shouldn't make a decision to say, okay, go and live with these people. They are your relatives, go and live with them. You need to do it the right way so that down the road, if anything happen, you can say, aquí tenemos los documentos. Todo está en orden.
Exactamente. Yo pienso que al igual es un proceso a tomar. Ya se ha vuelto un problema interfamiliar entre ellos. Pero nosotros como medio de comunicación hicimos nuestra parte en darle a conocer que se encontraba desaparecida. Ahora nos toca también darle las gracias a la audiencia, también informarle de que ya se comunicó con su mamá.
Yeah, well, Emerson, it has been an interesting morning. It's time for us to go. We got to go, so we got to go.
Así es, efectivamente. Más sin embargo, quiero recordarle al público que por favor cuando usted vaya a las tiendas, exija su recibo.
Yeah, get your receipts. Save them up too.
Yeah, exija su recibo.
Itemize, not only a total.
Yeah, with itemize, not only a total. Y creo que the bogus thing that these people would always say, you know, well, I can tell you for experience, is that GST may close, so no they give receipt.
GST closed down for COVID, so no receipt.
That's what the man said.
So all right, well, not charge you the 12.5%
well,
then.
Charge the 12.5%.
So if the $100 make you just pay the 100.
All right.
You understand? No make you pay $112.50. No charge you the $12.50 since you said GST closed and Why
Yeah.
the people in Farad?
Never mind. But anyways, ask for a receipt, and if they don't want to give a receipt, you quarrel for a receipt, man.
It's your right, or you
It's
can tell
your
them why do what? I don't want any things. Give me back my money. Oh yeah, boy. When Papa me gone, I want Chinese. Papa said, I want my receipt. No, they haul out that big draw, cause they got so big draw where they haul out and they got a apron, and so I just dash money and haul out. Papa deal with that, boy, you know.
Yeah.
I know Papa thing. Watch out, boy. One time Papa check a thing, I think that must say close to $15 and me jack the man, you know.
Wow.
I got and China, so much money. What? What that? Where you come from? I know hear what you said. The only thing why I hear you say that the money where I have to pay. I never hear what you said before. So add up this thing, man. Papa hold the calculator. He says, "See, this is my price. Serious. Not catch me one time with one and two and a holler about $20, and when I add up, no man, this thing that was $18, man. What do you go on?"
But anyways, as on a receipt, guys, keep safe. We will be keep on following all the information revealed. Today is another day where the Ministry of Health will be issuing the latest update and the infographic on the cases recorded and tallied.
The doctor and that?
No. They will just have the info on their social media page.
Oh, okay.
At a little after midday today. And remember, that tally or that infographic is the one for yesterday, right? So they are 1 day, I would say 1 day behind. It's not whatever they came out with today is what they're no, that's from yesterday. So
Okay.
it's 1 day prior to that, behind that. So, ladies and gentlemen, please wear your mask. Stay safe. Wash your hands. If you need to, if you don't need to come out, please social distance as well. Taxi cab drivers, please have your hand sanitizers in your vehicles, and be safe. Be safe. May God bless you all, and of course we see you here tomorrow if God so permits. Well, I don't think tomorrow, right? Because I think you have a special guest tomorrow.
I already told you I have a day off tomorrow. A day off from what?
No, you don't have a day off tomorrow, Mr. Rahim won't give you a day off tomorrow. I have a day off tomorrow.
You will be with the minister tomorrow.
That's my day off tomorrow.
Folks, we'd like to thank you who tuned into the Sugar City Morning Show. It has been a pleasure being here. You know, it has been, a long morning, but rather interesting of the different texts that were sent in this morning, the calls that came in. We are looking at this thing with this price hike over the country of Belize, and it's not something good for the economy, because when these monies go to these persons, and I know if they put money in the bank for make it grow and make the bank give all the interest, so they must have got a chest and so on and put their money in, and I don't know how it come back into the community. Some come back, but all the GST things are supposed to be paid to the government of Belize. Forgot them going because they light to the front and then shop there. The government they pay for the light to it. Not the one of them on the building. All the lampposts so they run the shop so they could bright up so people don't go jack there. So the government they pay for that, So no pay GST, man. What you laugh at? No. You understand what they say, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so the government they do it part too, man. So uno do nothing and pay up, man, and this we can have a better country. Teachers, we want to say hello to you all, and we know that you all will be embarking on these studies, and we want to certainly wish you the best. All students, stay focused, and we say we got some thunderstorms this afternoon according to the forecast on duty today. We have some nice rain this afternoon in the area,
Okay.
But this show repeats at 8 o'clock tonight. We have repeat of Channel 7 News today. That will be at 12. Then the hot news comes up at 6 this evening. Have yourself a wonderful time. My name is Robert Checker Usher.
Emerson.
And if the good Lord so will, once again, Rahim, thanks so much. Tomorrow morning, we'll be back right here on the Sugar City Morning Show on Nortevisión, Channel 10.
Con permiso.
Morning Show.